Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Reality Ladies. I am your host, JustTheresa. My name is Teresa, and this is the Reality Ladies Season 6, Episode 7 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Woo! Welcome back if you've been here before. As you know, I have a beautiful co-host. Her name is Living Life with Lisa. Lisa, I have her link pinned down in the description box below. She is not feeling well today, so it's just going to be me today. We love you, Lisa. Kisses. Get better. I'm praying for you, sis. But Lisa will be back on her channel August 30th, okay, at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we can catch her next week on her channel. This week is just going to be you guys and me. So we are reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 7. Hopefully you guys have been here for all the weeks that we have already done, and you have been watching and keeping up with what's going on. Hopefully. If you're not subscribed to me, please go ahead and do so now. Hit the bell so you can catch all the Reality Ladies whenever we post. So you hit me and you hit Lisa, and then we'll just get this thing rocking and rolling, honey. And I am doing it live, so I will be occasionally looking down, saying hello to everybody in the chat. Hi, you guys. Hi, Uniquely Lavish. Hey, Buddha. Hey, Lisa. What's up, boo? How are you? I hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Lisa, for coming in. My co-host, Living Life with Lisa, is in the chat. She's just not feeling well. She is not coming on camera today, but she is here to support. Thank you so much. Everybody that's here and everybody watching the replay, if you're able to share me out, please share this out. Get the Reality Ladies out in the atmosphere. We're going to be reviewing reality shows. Now it's Potomac. We talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville at the end of this, and we're just going to have fun with it. So share, and give me a thumbs up. Okay, while we're waiting for people to come in, y'all could be sharing it out. I'm just saying. So share it out on whatever platform you're able to do that on, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or the good old community wall, or Reddit. I heard about a Reddit. I don't know what that is, but I heard about Reddit. So hopefully you guys will share us out. You'll subscribe to both of us, and thank you for coming. Now, this episode 7, it wasn't that eventful to me, but so we won't be here too long. I'm just going to talk about a few of the points that I noticed in the show. But I still feel like they got to pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And I think maybe I still believe that Mia, which is one of the new ladies for Real Housewives of Potomac, I think they're going to have her come back to the way she used to be, because we really do need a little spice outside of just Giselle. Because honestly, you just get tired of Giselle and her messiness in her mouth. So Mia brings another aspect. Or Skylar needs to step up and start talking more. I don't know what needs to happen, but something needs to happen outside of the same storyline that Karen and Giselle been having for 2 seasons now about Giselle saying that Ray will be basically in the grave before her prettiness fades off her face. It was just shade. She was not saying she wishes Ray dead, but Karen is holding on to that for whatever reason. I guess storyline. I'm not really sure. So I would love y'all feedback in the comments, because I will be looking in the comments to see what y'all think as I go along. Okay. Hey, Ragnolds, how are you? Yeah, everybody's Lisa, everybody's tiptoeing. Like the only one still coming with the shade, really and truly, is Giselle. Robin chimes in as her backup. We know this. Wendy is trying, but Wendy seems like prep school corny reads. Like she just don't fit into me with the whole real shade of it all. Wendy ain't got that spice. But it seems like she takes her week off, writes it down, and comes up with these punchlines on paper, and then remembers it, like like acting. It never seems real with me with Wendy when Wendy tries to act like she's that shady chick from over there around the way. You not around the way, honey. You right over there with Jen from the block, Jennifer Lopez, who is not around the way, even though she's from New York. Okay, y'all from Beverly Hills. Stay up in Beverly Hills, Wendy and J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? So her read is kind of corny to me, but I guess people like it. I mean, just like a couple of episodes ago, Wendy was going tick tock, tick tock. Who says that but preppy girls in prep school? She just don't have what it takes, you know. So hopefully Mia will start coming out with something and we can get this thing spiced up. Hey Donna Ree, hey Dee Marie, what's up, boo? How you doing, baby? Lavish, you understand what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. Y'all let me know if y'all think Wendy is corny as hell, like she's a prep school wannabe sister. You know, it don't fit. Wendy need to sit down with her naked bodiness of it all, okay? But anyways, now that you're all in here and you guys have thumbed me up, hey, so clap to the super chat. Hey, thank you, Dee Marie. Thank you so much. I love you, baby. My daughter. New episode of Reali-Tea, yes. You know, I got my shirt on. We always have our shirt, and we got our cup. Boop, boop. I believe I even got this cup on my Teespring merchandise line. So if y'all want to get a cup to sip on it while we doing our review, go ahead and do that. That would be dope. Anyways, I wanted to wait a few minutes so you guys all got in here. It looks like we can jump right into it. I'm not going to hold y'all long because, like I said, I didn't feel like it was really that much going on. All right. And I see they're going to melt the whole Wendy with no clothes and that being an issue. But we're going to get into that. So it opens up with the girls are still in, where are they? I forgot, I forgot where they're at. What do we call it? Lisa, where are they at? I forgot the name of where they're at, but they're still on vacation. So we have the main girls in the big house, which is Candace, Robin, Giselle, and Mia. And then we got a little cottage that Candace put Wendy, Karen, and Askala in. And that happened about 2 episodes ago. So they're in separate houses, although the ones in the cottage said that they don't mind. They don't mind because they want to be away from Giselle and Robin because they're messy. So it opens up with them all getting, still getting together and the little buggy. They're trying to figure out the buggy to go to the main house. Let me make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. She's trying to fit in, but true tea, they are all replicating how us Maryland girls read. Oh, okay. Down the street in West Virginia. Okay, Virginia. There it is. That's where they're at. Williamsburg, Virginia. Thank you, Lavish. That's what I was looking for. They're in Williamsburg, Virginia, having like a little vacation, some girl time. So they're all meeting at the house. They're over there. So when they're getting ready to have breakfast. So some of the girls are already at the table getting ready to have breakfast. In walks Wendy with this brown bathing suit that matches her skin. It's very skimpy. It's all up her hoo-ha, her coop-cat. It's all going up her coop-cat and her ass. And her boobs are, Wendy, her boobs are out doing too much for breakfast. Because I would not want to be eating bacon, looking at all them boobs and booty. I don't need that with my bacon. I don't need it. Put it away, Wendy. We don't need to see that when we eat it. I think it's just disgusting. Leave it for the pool. Wrap your cover up. That's why she's doing too much. She's doing too much. That's like if somebody's cooking you breakfast, but they're cooking it with their boobs and their butt out. Do you really want that bacon? So that kind of reminds me of that, where there's a time and a place, yet again, that is her trying to be over the top, trying to be seen, trying to make a statement on the show. I guess trying to steal the spotlight. I don't really know what Wendy's deal is, but I think she's doing way too much. We do not need boobs and butt with bacon. Period. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what is going on? Thank you. I am pinned. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And TikTok, thank you. Hey, Donna. Leave MGTV. Right. So I don't know. I just thought it was too much. But anyways, they all came around the table. They're talking. They're still talking about Wendy. Wendy came down kind of with an attitude, which is why she wore the bathing suit, because she felt like she's making a statement. She said, they talked about me all last week. I'm going to come to breakfast with hardly no clothes on in your face. And that's the vibe she was going with. And I get it. I do get it because those girls are the last people that need to be telling her how she can dress and not dress. If somebody wants to change their appearance, then change it. But I just feel like with Wendy, it doesn't feel real. It feels very fake. It feels very forced. That's my problem with Wendy. It's not that she wants to be naked. If she was an Instagram model or Instagram thought or whatever they calling these girls on Instagram with her butt out or tits out and everything naturally, then that would be okay. Then be naked. It's okay. If we seen Cardi B come on the show and she go to breakfast with a bikini on, there's no shock factor there. That is naturally and genuinely who Cardi B is. So Wendy is not that. Wendy is the girl who sat up there on the stage with Barack Obama and Michelle. She is a politician. She is on TV like a CNN type of thing. She is not this girl. And I understand she's changing. I get it. But she can't be mad if they're saying, what's going on with you? You're doing a lot really fast. You know what I mean? So they opened up with Wendy having an attitude about that whole conversation. She's still not feeling them saying that. And she decided she was going to come to breakfast and let them all have it. Because, like I said, she likes to prepare her reads. You know what I mean? A real read comes from the gut. But Wendy's read comes from the notebook, okay? She's gonna read it. She's gonna read her read. Karen hyped her up. Karen did get in her head laughs. You're absolutely right. So Karen told her, don't let them make you feel like you can't dress the way you want to dress. You're a grown woman. Do what you want to do. Stand in who you are. Stand in your new you, whatever. So Karen got in her head, you know what I mean, and made her feel like what they were doing and saying was very disrespectful. So she starts crying. She's all upset with Karen on last week's episode. So she came ready with her reads on her notebook. You know what I mean? She got her reads on her notebook. I don't think Karen hyped her up. I think that Karen just told her to be herself and don't dummy down because Giselle questioned her attire. Yeah, okay, you could look at it that way too. I I think I think that's a good point. Yeah, Karen did tell her, don't let them make you feel less than. Don't let them make you dim your light, which is a really good thing to tell her. On the same hand, though, Karen going on about how they had no right to say this, and I think it also contributed to her feeling bad and crying when Karen put it out there in that way, almost like they're being messy and they're being mean. And although she gave a good valid point, I think somewhere inside of there, Karen's speech to her also seeped into the core and got her angry. That's why she came with her notebook full of reads, because she was feeling away. She wanted to do what Karen said and come out and be half naked and own it, but she also was very much in her feelings. And I think that had something to do with all the hype behind her and her clothes. And the thing is, they're at the table. So Wendy starts going off about the stuff that was said. And I believe Ashley was the one who brought it up first, because Ashley was not there last week. See, that's the thing. Ashley got filled in on all the tea from everybody else. So when Ashley comes to the table, she's bringing everything up. It's like, what? You know what I mean? Do y'all think it was right for Ashley to be the one to come in and get the whole topic going? Or do you think because Ashley wasn't there last week, she should have stayed out of it? Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Hey, Thrill, what's up? How are you? Oh, thank you for sharing me out. Thank you, thank you. So they're still at the breakfast table. Giselle gets up and she goes to Robin and says, because Wendy's starting to get worked up. She goes to Robin and says, let's go in the back. We need to talk. She wanted to talk to Robin privately. Did I think it was the right place to do it right at the breakfast table when everybody was sitting there talking? No, she could have waited. Breakfast ain't that long. Candace is trying to bring everybody together, have breakfast together. So I thought it was very rude that Giselle got up in the middle of breakfast and told Robin, let's go in the other room so we could talk. And I get what she wanted to talk to her about, all of that. I know what all of that's about. But I thought it could have waited, and I thought it was a little bit rude. Hey, Vlogger 2.0, how are you? Thank you for coming in. She needed screen time. Right, right, right. Thank you, Sissy. Okay, Ashley should have sat this one out. Come on. I'm bad with back again. Oh, okay. Hey, Thrill. I think Ashley was out of place. Okay, Lisa, exactly. Ashley should have stayed out because she wasn't there. Right. So everybody is saying Ashley was the one who brought it up at breakfast, and everybody's saying that Ashley should have stayed out because she wasn't there. Now, y'all also let me know in the comments, what are y'all feelings on Giselle getting up in the middle of breakfast and telling Robin, let's go in the back so we can talk? Did y'all feel like that was the right time, or do y'all feel like that was rude, considering the host, Candace, wanted everybody to have breakfast together? I thought that that was rude, but we're going to flash over to what was so important that Giselle needed to take Robin away from breakfast. Okay, so what she wanted to take her away from breakfast is, if you were watching last week, you know that Robin has been going through a lot of depression. Her husband was telling everybody that she doesn't get out of the bed and how disappointed he was in the last few episodes. Her kids are barely getting to school on time. She's barely getting up, giving them breakfast. She announced it last week that she was having a lot of trouble and almost like depression like symptoms. And so that's why she's been the way she was. Robin has consistently been, Giselle has been consistently saying, girl, you can't be laying in the bed with that fine husband, and girl, that fine husband of yours, so Giselle says things, but she always laces it with that. And I was just saying that to Lisa last week. I feel like Giselle is going to be the Portia of this season. If Robin doesn't get a hold of her best friend and all those little slick remarks, because my husband can only be fine to you but so many times. After that, that's a problem. I'm looking at you sideways like, what is the problem? Why are you saying, when somebody emphasizes how fine your husband is over and over multiple times, open your eyes. Open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Trending. Okay. Hey, Buddha. Yes, Ashley was out. Okay, I read that. That was rude of Giselle. Exactly, Lisa. She could have waited to talk to her after they had breakfast. Thank you, Donna. Wait, I just got back. How many times can your husband be fine before it's time to check a bitch? Right, DeMarie. Right. Okay. And listen, every single episode this season, Giselle has made it a point to say, Robin, you got to do this with your fine husband. And Robin, you can't be in the bed because of your fine husband. And then this episode last night, she said it again. She took her from the breakfast table, took her outside to the patio, and said, I need to talk to you because Robin is going through depression. Robin has confessed that she's not feeling motivated. She feels scared because she's failed before in her life. So Robin's problem is fear. Fear has got her in the bed, not so much depression. Fear of failure from her past. You remember Robin went bankrupt, lost everything. Somebody stole every single penny she had. She is lifting herself up with her new hat line. The hat line is booming, to be quite honest, but she's so stuck in fear that she can't even enjoy it. So she even revealed to Giselle on the porch that Macy's and it was Macy's in one other spot. Wait a minute, let me check. Let me check my notes. Let me check my notes. Macy's and TJ Maxx have been reaching out to her to sell her hats in their stores. That is huge. Anybody in this world with a business would love Macy's to be on the other line. They would love TJ Maxx to be on the other line. Robin is so stuck in fear that she's not even picking up the phone for them. So Giselle, before she starts giving her advice, of course, says, girl, what's going on with you and that fine husband? She mentioned it again. Too many times for me, though. Too many times. But that's just my opinion. But she telling her she has got to get up, look at your bank account. You're doing well. Get out of this rut that you're in because, girl, you got it going on. Macy's called you. TJ Maxx called you. Giselle was looking at her like, I would give anything for them to be calling me. And who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Lisa said, lay off my Portia. Oh my God. To me, Giselle is more so the bone carrier. Right. Right. Like Shanae, Shanae, what's her name? Shay Ray was? Oh, Sheree. Got it. What does bone carrier mean? That means the person that's taking all the juicy information and bringing it over and spreading it to everybody. I call people like that the bone collector. So yeah, that's an old saying that goes way back for years. The bone collector, honey. That is definitely a charade like trait. Okay. she, Lavish Giselle is definitely the bone carrier. She is out doing, she's doing a lot. She's doing charade. Yes, TJ Maxx. Yep. Yeah, so Giselle is telling her the right thing. She is telling her, you got to get off your butt. Basically, you know how many people would give their left foot for Macy's and TJ Maxx to want to put their stuff on their shelves? Nobody even knew that about Robin. I didn't know that Macy's was calling her. Girl, if you don't get out the bed, girl, if you don't get out the bed, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I mean? So anyway, she was talking to her about it. I still don't think it was worth her pulling her to the side before breakfast was over. But I get it. That's her best friend. She needed to say something, which is good. So I couldn't believe that she has still stuck in all that fear. Now, after that, I'm going to fade. It fades into the scene where Giselle decided she wants all the girls to go out to the pool and do water aerobics. So they all have these funny looking what you call those? These funny looking pool caps, with old school. What we used to call those things? You put them on your head and they suck to your head, and it looks horrible no matter what one you get. she got those for everybody, but she wanted to do water aerobics, which I think is cool because I love being in the water. So I actually get that. And so Karen said she's not getting in because she got an interview and she don't want to mess up her wig, honey. You know, that part of Giselle was genuine. Her conversation with Robin, right. She was right on what she was telling her. She definitely was right. She just didn't need to lace it. That conversation had nothing to do with Robin's husband. That particular conversation about her being in fear from failing. She could have left that out with him being fine. And if it did have something to do with him, the comment, your fine husband, still didn't need to happen. It just really didn't. Why couldn't it just be, you got to do better, girl? You got a husband over there. Some of us are single. We don't even got a husband, whatever she's going to say. But it don't always have to be laced with her fine husband. So she did give her some good advice. And it was nice that they went on out. They all got in the pool. I thought that was really cute. Wendy got in there. She sauntered into the pool with her brown bathing suit, cutting up her cootie. You know what I mean? And everybody was getting in there except for Karen. And I believe Ashley pulls up at that time. So Ashley is talking to Karen because those two are not in the water. Ashley newly gave birth, so she didn't want to get in the water. And of course, Karen didn't want to mess up her hair. So them two are sitting on the side. Karen is spilling all the tea about how everybody's been treating Wendy. So she's telling Ashley everything. And which I thought, why do females have to do that? Like, why do we always have to tell everything that's being told to us? I didn't think Karen needed to fill Ashley in on everything, but y'all tell me, what did you think about that? Maybe because she's part of the group and they just want to put Ashley in the mix. I don't know. But Ashley has been through it with everybody talking about Michael, everybody talking about her relationship. And Karen was it Karen? Karen was also talking to Ashley about the rumors of Eddie cheating on her, and they're all thinking that she's dressing like that due to that. So, I understand them going to Ashley because Ashley has been through it all as far as her husband. Nobody's husband is worse than Michael. You know what I mean? So, okay, let me see. Mia didn't get in the water. I think Karen shouldn't have told Ashley. Oh, okay. Yeah. And Mia also didn't get in water. Thank you, co-host. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Mia also didn't get in the water. Mia tries to interject here and there to tell them to stop, being messy or saying this and saying that. But Mia has really dumbed down. I almost forgot Mia even exists in the episode. Her and a scholar. Every now and then they throw a word in, but basically they have fallen way to the back for me. Now, if they don't pick it up, then you're going to have to write their check as the last check, honey. Matter of fact, send them this video so I could say, Mia, a scholar, wake up. You're boring us. Wake up. So they're in the pool. They're doing all that. Karen is filling Ashley in on everything. Ashley decides that she should be the one because everybody was so dogging Michael and her relationship. She feels like she should be the one to go to Wendy and tell her the rumors that everybody is saying about her husband Eddie having a baby outside of the marriage. Now, Wendy has 3 kids with her husband Eddie. In this whole time from last season to this season, he seems like the nicest guy out of all the husbands. He's never in any mess. He never seems to be like a wandering eye. He is not the type that you would think that would step out of the marriage. Now, they haven't really got to that yet, but the rumors are floating. Giselle is always talking about it. Robin is always talking about it. Now Ashley is in on it. So Ashley took it upon herself to be the one to pull Wendy to the side in private, not talk to her in public, and tell her what they're saying about Eddie in case she wants to talk. So in other words, I'll talk to her so I can tell her I've been there. Everybody was talking about my husband. It comes from a good place. You know, that was Ashley's thinking going in. So she says, you know. Yes, thank you, Buddha. Thank you for putting my merch out. Thank you. She multitasking. Oh my Lord, Buddha. So, okay, so then so she's filling her in and everything. So they're going back in the house. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me take a note. Let me take a peek at my notes. I don't want to skip around too much. So now the ladies are all going out to eat. They get out of the pool, they clean themselves up, they change clothes. They're going to all go out to eat. Okay? So Ashley has it in her head at dinner. She's going to take Wendy to the side and tell her that they're all wondering, is it true if Eddie cheated in having a baby outside of the marriage? Mind you, Wendy is still mad that they don't all like that she's naked all the time. Boobs out, butt out everywhere. She's still dealing with that. So you're going to pile now, or you're going to compile on that her husband is cheating and having a baby outside of a marriage. The husband that nobody's ever seen do anything like that before. This seems like a lot coming at one person. Like they are just going in on Wendy. They're not even putting any breaks in there. At this point, if I was Wendy, I would be mad too. Hey, it's your boy. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, spreading everybody's business. Hey, Spiky, what's up? Thank you guys for coming in. Please thumbs me up, share me out. I would love it. I am talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 7. I'm doing a recap here. My co-host, Living Life with Lisa is in the chat. She's not feeling well today. So y'all got me. You got me on deck. Okay? So anyways, they're going out to dinner and then Ashley brings up the drama. You know, Ashley wants to know everything that's going on, so she's talking to them about it at dinner. That's the regular drama. But then she decides to take Wendy from the table and talk about the husband cheating situation. That is a sensitive subject for anybody, especially Wendy, when they have all been ganging up on her and basically bullying her in her eyes. It's a lot to take in on in one setting. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Oh my God. Thank you, Buddha. So, and they're talking about Wendy's clothes, they're doing flashbacks and all that stuff. And Mia decides to put her little 2 cents in there that she shouldn't be dressing like that. It's like, Mia, go sit down. You were a whole stripper. But Mia's point is, I wasn't a stripper, but you could also see it coming from lips, went Mia, booty, chest. We all know what Mia brings to the table. So I still think it goes back to the way Wendy was not like that. So anyways, the girls get ready, and then the girls are getting ready for their whiskey. So they're gonna sit down and have whiskey now. They have arrived at the place for the whiskey tasting. Whoop whoop! The whiskey tasting is a fun idea. I'm a girl's girl. I love girl time, girls being together. So I thought that was a really cute thing to do. And if the world was still normal and I was back home, I would definitely try to do some kind of a whiskey tasting. I thought that was really cool. Let me see what Lisa said. I do commend Ashley for taking her aside, right, and not bringing it to the entire group. Exactly. Exactly. That's true. So they're at the whiskey tasting. They're bringing out a really cute set of whiskey with four shots in each to each person. So it comes on a little thing. Each person gets four shots of whiskey. So they're all chit chatting around or whatever. Robin starts drinking all her shots. She drank all four. Then she moved on to Ashley's four whiskey shots. So at this point, Robin is sloppy drunk, which I think has a lot to do with her own depression, her own fear. I think she just said, I'm going to let it all loose and I'm going to drink until I can't drink no more. And I'm just going to not care and throw caution to the wind. That's what Robin was doing. So she was throwing back them shots like a pro, basically. She throwing them back like a pro, honey. Hi, Charlene. Thank you for coming in. Yes, that was cute. Exactly, lavish. I used to love doing stuff with all my girlfriends when I was back home. Thank you. Robin took all the shots. What was that about? Yeah, I think it was still her trying to drown out her reality. I think she wanted to forget about her life for that one moment. Everybody knows when you have a group of girlfriends, that is the time that women will let their hair down. They don't do it in front of their husbands. They don't do it, and we don't do it in front of our kids. But let us go on a vacation with all girls. The dancing, the partying, the drinks, everything is going to be flowing. That is when I feel like women are in their best. They're being their best, not even best. They're being their inside person. They're being the person they want to be just for one day. They don't want to be a mom for that day. We don't want to be a wife for that day. We want that to be the day where we just let our hair down and have fun. So I think that's what Robin was doing. I say go for it because everything in the real world she got to be sober for her business, her husband, her kids, this girl group. Throw them back, sis. I'm with you. Throw them back. you know. So pink and white today. Yes, pink and white. So then when the girls are all in there drinking, Ashley decides this is a good time for me to take Wendy outside and now address the rumors about her husband. So Ashley decided she's going to be the one to do it. She takes Wendy outside. Wendy sits down kind of with an attitude because Wendy is still mad that they've been talking about her clothes and her looking like a thought and being half naked. So Wendy is still in her feelings, you know? Hey Vera. I don't know. Is that Spanish? I'm sorry. I don't know what that says. Yes, throw them back. So, so she sits down and tells her. So she sits Wendy down and says to Wendy, "I just want to talk to you because I've been through it with Michael when everybody was talking about my husband. I just want to talk to you about the rumors of your husband cheating and having a baby on the side. Now nobody wants to hear that." And I don't even know if Wendy ever heard that until this moment. So now they done caught her with some whiskey in her body. They done caught her angry already. And now there's something else that she wants to throw on top of her. Bad timing all around. So Wendy gets totally pissed off. She's explosive. She's going off like, who the F are you? Blah, blah, blah. You know, the only thing that Ashley did right in Wendy's eyes was took her to the side. That's it. Everything else, Wendy felt like it was shade. She felt like that Ashley is just coming for her marriage. She comes back inside and she says, we're going to deal with this around all the girls, seeing as how they're the ones all talking. So she goes in and says, don't F with my husband. You guys don't bring my husband into. So she's on 1,000. She is on 1,000. The baby amount of hood that she's trying to generate came out in that moment. You know what I mean? Let me see. Throw them back. Yes. Two started. Two that up. Two. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Everybody's just saying hello. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Hey, Winston, what's up? She told them don't play about her marriage. She said it very aggressive. Wendy is threatening to whip Giselle's ass. She said that she knows it came from Giselle and she wanted to kick Giselle's ass. Now, Wendy has gotten mad in the past, but Wendy has not ever threatened because remember, this is the boardroom chick, 5 degrees. She's not a hood chick. You know what I mean? So they've gotten her so angry that she is actually saying she wants to drag Giselle. She is pissed. She is fiery pissed. Now, Candace is sitting next to Giselle, just going, everybody calm down. Candace needs to just make sure she stays quiet because we all know she got her ass whipped by Monique last season. So we're going to need Candace to be quiet. But I think Candace is trying to calm the situation down a little bit. I could not believe the way Wendy was saying she wants to beat up Giselle. I was like, okay, Wendy, okay. Oh my God! When Wendy went off, she said that she said F the cameras exactly, Lavish. She told them she told them all kinds of stuff. When she said she wanted to whoop Giselle's ass, of course Giselle's little minion, because Giselle don't fight. It would be Robin fighting before Giselle. So of course, drunk Robin jumps in and says, "What is the problem? Like, why are you?" They've said stuff about all of us. Drunk Robin is all like, ugh, 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 you know. But she's saying, "Girl, calm down. It ain't that deep." But Wendy took it very deep, and I still think it was a lot to do with she was already dealing with them calling her a thought, them saying that she just wants to be seen, she wants attention for the camera. She's been taking a lot from these girls, so I think it's a compiled situation. So when she started saying she gonna whip somebody's ass, Robin is the first one to jump up. Drunk Robin. You know what I mean? I was like, girl, sit down. She also owes Monique an apology because she is saying the same thing Monique said to Candace. Exactly. Right, right, right. Right, exactly. So Wendy's on a rampage. Drunk Robin tries to get up and defend Wendy. I mean, tries to defend Giselle. Wendy also told Robin, just because you don't have a relationship that can hold water, don't try to talk crap about my relationship. So she feels like because Giselle can't keep a man, misery loves company. She has a good point, but you also have to find out if the rumors are true before you start throwing people under the bus. Even if it is Giselle, you still might want to see, does your man got a baby on the side, homegirl? Like you need to chill out. You know, she's so mad. And then she starts going in about Giselle and Jamal and that whole situation. Of course, Robin is just still being drunk. Ashley gets up. Ashley's like, I didn't mean for it to turn into all of this. I just wanted to talk to her because I've been through this. I did not expect it to come off to this level of anger. Does anybody believe Ashley when she said she mentioned her husband cheating just to show her everybody said my man was cheating all the time and I'm here for you? Or do you think low key she was being messy? Y'all let me know in the comments. Was Ashley being messy by saying to Wendy her husband is cheating and might have a baby? Or do y'all think she really meant it from the heart? Because Michael, everybody was talking about Michael last season. A cheating dog, he was caught in a hotel, all of this stuff about Michael. They were saying that Michael also liked men and women. So Michael and Ashley took a lot of heat. So do y'all believe she was coming from the heart or do you believe she was being messy? Let me know in the comments. Everybody saying hi to D. Marie. Yes, honey, yes, still drunk. So at that moment, when things started getting out of hand, Ashley decides she's going to leave. She wants to go home because she has a brand new baby. I think the baby might be one or a couple of weeks. The baby's only a couple of weeks. She only had the intent to come for a little while. She came long enough to start some mess, start the fire under Wendy's ass, and then bail out. So Ashley goes into the kitchen to get her stuff to leave. Candace, who is the host of this whole party and doesn't like Ashley anyways, They've always had problems. Candy goes in the kitchen behind her and says, "Why did you have to bring that up? Your ass was being real messy. Now get the hell out of my house." Them two almost fought before. And I believe Candace took a butter knife or a fork and was trying to stab Ashley last season. So they don't like each other anyways. Candace didn't want Ashley at her house, but the girls made her invite her. The girls invited her, so she came. So her thing is, she followed Ashley into the kitchen and then said, "Your ass was being messy. Why did you have to come in here and bring that up? Now Wendy's all pissed off. Just get your crap and get out of my house." And Ashley was like, "Oh, please, you're one to talk," because Candace was being real messy last season, which is why she got beat up by Monique. She literally got her head slammed into the counter by Monique. She got good old fashioned hood beat down. So Ashley is like, "Who are you to talk? You're the messiest person in the world." But Candace told her, "Just get out of my house. Get out of my house because you're starting trouble." So Ashley went ahead and left. Wendy, of course, was still on fire. That's kind of where they left it at. And then they showed some scenes from next week, which is going to be crazy. Each time they show a scene that's coming up, it seems like it's going to get juicier and juicier. You know what I mean? But that was the juicy scene on this one. Ashley going to Wendy to talk about Wendy's husband, which I don't think the Wendy even knew that people were saying that about her husband. Let me see. Yes, he do. He do. That's what the rumor was. You think it's a little bit of both, Lisa? Okay, okay. Candace says, "Get your milk and get out." Yes, honey. She told her, "Get your milk and get out of my house." And then they kind of, and wait a minute. Then Wendy said her husband, oh, I remember Wendy said a comment when she was in there reading Giselle. She said, "Don't be mad at her that her husband looks like Idris Elba and women want him or something," I guess she was trying to say. She said, "Don't be mad that my husband looks like Idris Elba and Giselle wants to screw him." So she's trying to say Giselle is a big hater. She wished she could have her man. And that's where all the rumors is coming from. I hope Wendy talks to her husband and finds out if these rumors are true. Because Wendy's really jumping to his defense really quick, and you should do that. But you should also be finding out if it's true. So hopefully she'll do that in the episodes coming up. And then they went on to episode showing previews for episode 8, which is gonna be at Living Life with Lisa's channel next week. So y'all, her link is right in the description box. Just hit that arrow. Make sure you're following Lisa. Now, that is the end of Real Housewives of Potomac. I just wanted to throw a little bit out there. Did anybody see Love and Marriage Huntsville last week? We've been talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville at the end of our reviews for Real Housewives of Potomac. These people are crazy over there. So Destiny and Melanie are still having problems on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're still having problems. Destiny still has a problem with Melanie, and she wants to address it. You know what I mean? She felt like Melanie brought the girl with the cold tea. Because remember, she said over and over, cold tea. Yes, thank you, Leo. He's telling everybody to push like. Buddha is saying, "Welcome to the live. Please hit the thumbs up. Let your light shine by sharing the stream out and spreading word. Also, please leave a beautiful comment and may you enjoy the stream and have a blessed day." Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, thank you. So on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I just found it completely entertaining that Destiny was still mad at Melanie. Although at the end, they ended up squashing the beef. They got through it over watermelon. I thought that was good. Now, Letitia and Marcel, he is so against going to, he reminds me of Martell. Very cocky, very ignorant, and it's all about him. If your wife is telling you over and over again, we need to go to therapy, there's a problem in the relationship, brother. So if y'all are just coming in, I'm done talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm just taking a few minutes to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. He is totally against therapy. If your woman says to you, "We need therapy," please believe that woman got some unhappiness inside of her. And if you ignore it and ignore it and ignore it, you're going to find yourself by yourself. You cannot ignore what women are telling you. If a woman, if your wife comes to you and says, "We need therapy," you better sit down and think about why. He's like, "We don't need therapy. You can go by yourself, but I'm not going anymore." We don't, because he's so cocky and arrogant. You know what I mean? He just really is. He really is. Not gonna talk about Jocelyn's Cabaret. Okay, that's another crazy show. Oh my God, I watched that whole thing, D. Marie, and the reunion. Okay, uh, I love it though because I like Jocelyn. Jocelyn and all her ratchetness is who she is, and that's what makes me like it. And then all those girls she had on the show. Oh my God, good Lord. So, I thought that was interesting with the Marceau and Letitia thing, him not wanting therapy. But of course, they brought back the mother Wanda. Okay, they're at a party. Martell shows up to the party. He's trying to hug on Melanie, and everybody's around. Of course, all the guys, all the girls, you know. And oh, this is what happened when Marceau came in to the party where everybody was at the table. Melanie was sitting at the table. Now, y'all give me your opinion on this. Melanie is the ex-wife of Martell. Martell was sitting right next to Melanie, and then it was Melanie, and then it was Wanda, and then it was Marceau and Letitia. So y'all tell me, what do y'all think about this? Marceau has a new wine called chocolate wine or something. So he brought a bottle and passed it over to Melanie and told her, here you go, Melanie, this is for you. Wanda, which is Letitia's mother, so this is Marcel's wife's mother, said, "Why are you passing that? Why are you giving Melanie wine? It should be her wife giving it to her, not you." So the whole table froze because I don't think any of them was thinking anything of it. They wasn't thinking anything messy. They wasn't thinking he was trying to hit on Melanie or nothing. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think she's right? Would you care if your husband is the one to pass somebody a gift? Or do you think the mother is right and you should be the one passing it to the woman? Your husband should never be the one passing anything to any woman. Y'all let me know y'all opinion. So when the mother said that, she said, "Your wife is sitting right here. She could give Melanie the wine. Why are you giving it to her?" I get that though, because just like Robin and Giselle, you gotta watch these women. You gotta watch these men. You gotta see if somebody trying to slip through the back door and you missing it. Because if your eyes are closed, baby, stay woke. So I get where the mother's coming from. I really and truly did. Now, was it a little awkward and embarrassing? Yes, but that's Wanda. Wanda don't have no filter. You know what I mean? It is a hot mess. Yes, Marceau is a flirt. Okay, but Lisa, did you feel like Marceau handing that wine to Melanie was inappropriate? Would y'all care if your spouse gave wine to the opposite sex? They were all sitting there, so it's not like his wife wasn't there. She didn't say anything. I think what the Wanda was saying made sense, but I think in that situation, everybody was there. Melanie was there, Marceau was there, Letitia was there, and Martell was there. So then Marceau said, "What is the big deal? It's my new wine, and I want Melanie to be the ambassador. I'm thinking about asking Melanie to be the ambassador. So I brought the wine so she can try it." But they didn't know that. So their whole thing is, you should have let your wife give it to her. You don't give nobody no, you don't give anybody anything when you have a wife. I found that to be very, very funny. Very funny. Yeah, that one is good too, Lavish. You think Marcel has flirted with Mel before? Ooh. Hey, Frugal. So you're saying maybe there's a secret crush and he shouldn't have been bringing the wine into her because Melanie is single now, y'all. Melanie took that wine and got up from the table and walked away because she didn't appreciate what Wanda was trying to say. Then Wanda chases Melanie down with Martell and tries to put them back together. Like, whoa, what are we doing? Yeah, Letitia needs to put her mom in check. I don't think it's inappropriate because they are friends, right? And they were all there. So I could see if Letitia wasn't there and Martell wasn't there, although if he decided to flirt with Melanie, Martell is not married to her anymore, but that used to be his best friend. So that would be wrong. Again, it would be the male Portias of the group. You know what I mean? So he don't want to be the male Portia. Stop flirting with somebody else's damn wife. Go sit your butt down if that's what he was doing. But I don't know. He said he wanted her to be an ambassador for his wine. And I understand that because Melanie is the new hot thing right now. So I found that very, very funny. And the mother, of course, is just being the same old messy mother that she's always been. I can't wait till next week when she's trying to put them two together. You know what I mean? He gave her some looks when they were conversation outside of Mel's office. Yeah, Letitia is so oh, I don't even know what the word is for Letitia. She needs to be going to counseling, I get it, but she also needs to be watching Marceau. I think she's starting to watch him though, because they showed the scenes for next week with her saying to him, are you trying to flirt with these women? Are you trying to flirt with these women? Who's trying to call me? Who is calling me? Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. That's my granddaughter. That's my granddaughter. Sorry. But so I just found that very interesting. I can't wait till next week to find out what's happening. I'm trying to remember, was Wanda trying to tell them they should be together on this episode, or was it a flash to next week? I think it was a flash to next week so we know what was coming. But that's going to be good. That's going to be good because she's saying no matter what, you don't throw the whole man away. Melanie said, even a man that disrespects you, she said, yeah, I wouldn't. So Melanie said, then you marry his ass. You take him. So all of a sudden, Wanda wants Melanie and Martell to work out. Martell was quiet because he wants Melanie back. Martell is really like a lost puppy without Melanie. So I get where Wanda was coming from, but I don't know if this is for her to interfere. You know what I mean? And then Kimmy, everybody knows Kimmy and her situation with her husband and the kid's mother. Um, Kimmy's husband, what's his name? It's not Marceau. It's anybody remember Kimmy's husband's name? They decided to take the new girl and her husband to the side to talk about when the new girl blurted out that Monster was vaping in school. She blurted that out to Kimmy one day. Kimmy went and told her husband about it. He was pissed because that's his biological son, you know? So he didn't appreciate that at all. Hey, Josiah, what's up, boo? That's my grandbaby. Y'all say, hey, Josiah. So, they decided to take the new girl to the side with her husband. So he started laying into her. Like, you spreading rumors. You talking about my son and his vaping. You should have never told that to anybody. You definitely shouldn't have said it to Kimmy in public. Because now he's going to be in a black man. He's going to have a stereotype on him before he even gets going. He is a good kid. He's never done nothing in his life. And this is the first time. He did a little vaping, probably got it from one of his friends. But now there's going to be a stigma on him because you are spreading it. And he got a good point there. Black kids don't need anything to be put on them to put them in a box of being a bad person before they can even start their life. So I understood why he was mad. Period. Like she had no business doing that. Maurice, thank you. So Maurice was very unhappy. She started crying, and he was still laying into her. He said, my son is from now on going to be labeled the guy that was vaping in school because you're running around letting everybody know that instead of talking to us in private. Now, don't forget now, Maurice's ex-wife Monster's mother is now seeming to be a part of the show. She came on over and sat down and said, if y'all are discussing my son, I should be a part of it. Because it was Kimmy, the new girl, and her husband, and Maurice. I don't know why they didn't call the mother over, but she came over on her own, which I would have did that as well. Don't be over there talking about my son and leaving me in the back. So she came over and sat down and said she didn't appreciate her telling people about Monster doing vaping. So, the new girl is crying, which I couldn't even believe she was being all sensitive. You weren't sensitive when you were spreading the rumors. So Maurice put her in her place. The husband apologized. She apologized. Everybody's all good. But I think that there's always going to be a little something in their relationship because of it. You know what I mean? Maurice, okay. Winston saying hi to everybody. So I thought that that was pretty interesting because Maurice had a good point. Don't put a stigma and some kind of a bad cloak on my son, and he's not even out of high school yet. Don't put that stigma on him. Keep your mouth shut or talk to one of us in private. That's what's wrong with the world today. We throw these kids into a bubble, make them seem like they're bad. Everybody's tried something once. So he tried vaping. So what? Tell his parents and keep your mouth shut. But her to blurt it out at a party? All kids, nobody's kid is past, even if you think your kid is all that better than the next kid, nobody's kid is past doing something peer pressure from their friends. I can't stand cigarette smoke. I can't stand cigarettes. But when I was Monster's age, which is probably 15, 16, I tried to sneak on the roof of my mom's house to smoke a cigarette because somebody gave it to me and told me to try. I almost fell off the roof gagging. I almost died. I almost fell off the roof and never touched it again. So, don't put a bad cloak on the person. To give the boy a chance. I think Maurice was very correct about that. Talking to Josiah. That's okay, Buddha. That's okay. So, yes, I was gagging Winston. I took a little smoke. How you smoke a cigarette? I was on the roof because I had a little roof attached to my bedroom. So it was tiny. The roof was only about this big. So if I would have moved the roof, I would fall off. So when you're coughing, I didn't want my mother to catch me. So I started coughing. I could hear my mom knocking on the door. I'm on the roof trying to get rid of cigarette smoke, gagging, almost falling off, trying to get back in the window so I could open the door and her not smell it. So I'm in there spraying stuff. If somebody would have had a camera that day, Lord have mercy. But needless to say, what if somebody would have been like, your daughter is a bad person. She smokes cigarettes. That was my one time and my only time in my life. I've never picked up another cigarette again in my life. So Maurice was right. Don't stereotype these kids. They make mistakes. Let them have a chance to get into their manhood without this stigma on them. So I thought that was cool. I thought the Wanda and the Melanie and Martell thing was cool. I think Letitia going to start keeping her eyes on Marceau because his little cocky ass need to be taken down a little bit. But that was it. That's what I wanted to talk about with the Love and Marriage Huntsville. I hope y'all liked my Real House of Potomac review. Yes, honey. I hope y'all liked my Real Housewives of Potomac review. Like I said, episode 8 is going to be on Lisa's channel next Monday at 5 p.m. August 30th. So I hope to see y'all there. I hope everybody gave me a thumbs up. Thanks for all the comments. Thank you, Lavish. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. D. Marie Love. Thank you, Winston and Leo, for stopping through. And I'm going to be premiering a haul in a few minutes. So hopefully you guys will stick around for that. Be looking out for that. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the 16 thumbs up. All right, so I am going to premiere my haul at, I think I'm going to make it happen in a half an hour. So you guys, please have on the notification bell for me so you can see my haul. And if you don't get notified, that means I didn't do it. But thank you for coming to the Reality Ladies Real Housewives of Potomac live review. I hope you are loving the Reality Lady series. We've been doing them now. Obviously, today is episode 7, so 7 weeks. And next week is going to be 8 at Lisa's channel. Or is this 7? Let me see which one. Yeah, I'm on 7, so next week is going to be 8. So hopefully y'all been enjoying the Reality Ladies. And thank you to everybody who's been coming to both of our reviews. Sometimes we're here on Monday, and then we're on hers the following Monday, mine's the following Monday after that. So thank you all for coming and have a good day. Bye. See y'all later.